Looking for room. It's White. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual. Which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. His receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and Like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Those who say you can't go home again don't know Rich Rodriguez as he returns to Morgantown and hoping to take the Mountaineers to near ethereal realm.
Man, you think back to Pat Wright, Steve Slayton, Noel Devine, all those great players on offense. How much fun Rich Rod's offense was back in the day. I don't know if it's going to look like that right away, David, but you can see why people are really excited.
And it's a totally different look now, right? Like so many guys going into the portal, but you hope it looks like it used to with the explosiveness, with the fun. Obviously, he won a ton of games at that spot, was close to playing for a national title. Can he get the spark back?
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play. opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
To the air. It's Morton. A little release to the back. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Joyner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Hudson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll try the run. You want to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Gets it to him on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Carter. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Morton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
Oh, out of space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Finally, somebody's able to get on the board. This game was sending offensive football back to the 1930s. Great job of executing. I know this is a defensive stalemate. I don't know how many points we're going to see in the second half. Guys, that touchdown, that might be all they need based on what we've seen here in the first half.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
The Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the tailback. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Morton. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield. It's Douglas. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught behind the line. It's Virgil. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Hudson. And they swarm him under.
My old coach said... Go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's loose. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Morton. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's... key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback will keep it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the fourth quarter on 4th and goal. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, they're after it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Mountaineers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hands, it's White. There he goes! And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. second at the 35. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. The option look. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Wide open spaces. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
The Mountaineers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this.
Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. Turning on the Jets. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. They took it right down to the wire, final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you worked so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win here at the very end of the season to earn that trip.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.